you will be on your way to transmitting your heart. Beautiful message. Deck number one. I hope that I was able to encourage and inspire you for your life purpose, for you to start seeking it. Like I tell everyone, do some journaling, research, get into spiritual enlightenment, and really activate these powers that
Test mic 1 2 3. Test mic. Test mic 1 2 3. Test mic. All right, guys. Today we will be editing one of the maps, and finally I've been able to have a nice flow of writing the story, and that's thanks to Grok. Grok can help you, like, at sometimes it generates ideas that are not fitting to what you want. Sometimes it stimulates your creative mind to create the things that you really want to create, right? And I tried using Dramatica with it, and it doesn't really understand how that works. But Dramatica has its own AI now, and which is, I don't know, I haven't tried it, but I think that should be very good. But what it helps me, how it helps me in creating this project is that it helps me accumulate the information and gather it as one piece of like summaries, and it helps me brainstorm certain things. I can ask it things about Starcraft, but the problem with that too is sometimes it doesn't know exactly everything, so you have to feed it stuff, so you kind of have to guide it. And then 80% of the time it serves as an assistant to you, like your secretary, so to speak. But it helps a lot, it creates stuff. So I encourage you guys to look into it, and maybe it can help you develop your stories. It can maybe help you structure your stories if you want. But me, I'm so all I know is how to create story based on thematic interactions. That's using Dramatica. So beyond that, I'm still learning, and I think Grok is helping me do it right now. My story structure, I'm not really that good about it for now, because especially when using the game as a medium to tell your story, it's kind of different. So I'm kind of studying uh, the first Starcraft now, how they introduce the characters and how they immediately add tension between the characters. So it's setting the tone and in the world. It was really quick. So I guess in that regard, how to tell a story through through a game is a little bit different, especially if we don't have cutscenes. Like, it's easy to tell a story, like, for example, a personal story about a character and what he's going through right now emotionally. It's kind of hard to depict that without being without like saying it outright, without like making him say it, that that's what's happening. It's kind of a little bit difficult, because we need a good, if you want it to be really cinematic and really like movie level, you have to carry those emotions through the characters, right? Through the actor, through the voice, through the environment, the setting. So it's kind of hard just to look at something like this then have a character like express his emotions, like how he is struggling to identify himself, or how he's struggling to understand who he is really in the face of everything that's happening. So it's kind of uh, challenging. So you kind of have to just say it, and I'm trying to learn that by studying how they did that with Brood War and Starcraft, original Starcraft. So I guess wish me luck. Uh, this is the old map right now. This is the previous map, and I just flattened everything because right now we can do multiple layers of cliffs, and that is amazing. I can just do it and then just place the doodads here to create the environment, and I don't have to raise the terrain height by using this brush. I don't have to do this and smoothen it and flatten it, right? So it's kind of, oh my god, it's so amazing to make maps right now. It's so, the creative flow is so like, look at this. I love it. I love it. So I don't know if I should talk about the story here, but I've basically nailed down the first episode of Survivors into 6 missions, and it's very concise and very quick. So the events are short, but I hope it's impactful to the audience or the gamers. I hope I can convey exactly what I want to convey. So right now, what I'm going to do is create sections of the intro of this map. So I want to show that the world really is there. The Protoss is in a hard place. Oh, by the way, I want to share my Discord here, and I post a lot of tips here, editor tips, and I want to share it. Uh, I don't know how to do this though, but I'm just gonna, maybe I'm just gonna post it. No, don't really. How do I do this? Uh, how do I do this? Uh, Copy link or invite the channel. Um, Copy link. All right. I don't want to go to YouTube right now, but I'll post this after the live, and you can find most of what I know about StarCraft here, and I'm gonna add more as we go through. And the more I remember the things that I that I was doing, I didn't have the time back then to add all of the tips. So also there's some problem with the map editor. Sometimes it saves too slowly, and it's a little bit worrisome. But okay, so what I do when creating sections like events, cutscenes, story, like AI stuff, is I break the triggers, work with them like a function, right? And then just call them through the director. This is so much easier than have everything flow like a logical one step. So it's much more controllable like this. So what I'm doing right now is creating this visibility, and maybe I should move the camera here. So what I do usually is just in the past I just let's just use the old one here. I have it here. So I just use a director like this, and then just call it in. Call it. But in this case, I don't want to call anything. I just disable everything first, and then just use a key press to activate this trigger, and hopefully it will like work. So I can just call it later on. Yeah, so that's how it really works. We have here beats. I kind of lay intro. Yes. So I'll just set the camera. Let's fade in. Uh, Fade in. Apply camera. Lock camera input. And then do this. Okay. I'm just, I'm just taking everything here because maybe I should just, I take everything here. Set the music and everything. All right. And I'll just cut that, or maybe just copy it and then just delete it later on. So here, there, and I use stuff like this simply to mark, you know, cut sections, make it easier for me. Uh, oh no, copy that and then paste. All right. Okay. So by uh, having this, I'm basically just helping myself make things easier, look much more clean, so I can debug it better later on. So I guess we should just increase the height of this. Let's go back, save, and then we'll try it. Let's run it and see what we got. So that's how the cycle goes usually with development. And then later on, the more you have control or you have set up a lot of things, then it's all about you know linking everything up and testing everything. So basically, what I do is make sections first, like AI attacks, if they're working, cutscenes, in-game cutscenes, not actual cutscenes. One of the major things that caused me to change everything back to I'm just gonna make a simpler campaign is simply because another update by Blizzard ruined like the cutscene, the actual cutscene that I made about the Gantry Thor crashing into the Overmind. Something happened there, and then the graphics were just an empty ball, like a black and white ball. So I just thought like, fuck it, just don't make it too complicated, make it simple, so you can just don't do any fancy stuff, just focus on the story. All right, so if I press 9 right now, it should move the camera over there. Okay. I don't want to remove this, but I want to disable the player's control. Is there a way to do that? Mouse. Show hide mouse cursor. Is this? Yeah. Okay. Let's try that. Hide, and then after that, here we'll reveal it back. Is that how you disable the mouse? I think that's how you disable the mouse. Were there any new things that they added into the editor? I'm not sure. I hope they don't break it with another update, you know. It's really, so I press 9 and then we go. So now later I can call this 20 seconds and then I am hoping to get my cursor back. Yeah, I got my cursor back. All right. Now, after we have that, we are going to give all of this. So right now they are neutral because during a briefing, I don't want them to fight and I don't want to pause them, right? So now I'm going to give all of this to the players. But then I have to make sure that the players are actually against each other. So I have to run this. Alliances. Yeah. So it's here. I have to set this up first. I should just disable this. I don't know what that is. I just want to set the lighting. So I want to set up everything. Alliances. I have to set up everything first. Player. Set up sound. So I wanna run this first. Okay. So let's do that. Here, just copy this. Put that here. But we already have it here, though. So I'll just let's remove this. We don't need this. I used to have this because I was trying to debug the AI. Now we have a briefing here and wait until it's over. So what I want to do is just run the setup. Run the setup. Then edit this. So I need this to be longer. Ah, doesn't work. What? Oh, okay. So we're stuck with that. So I'll just use the other one. Just use this. I'm sorry, I need to do this stuff or else I'm gonna lose my mind. I need the brakes right here. All right. So this is the briefing stuff. Briefing. Do here. We don't need that. We don't need to localize. We run the setup. Okay. But for now, we're not gonna call this. We're not gonna call this because we're still developing it. All right. So let's give all of those players, those units, give unit player. Let's go to unit. Maybe we have unit here. Unit group. Yeah, pick each unit in unit group. No. Should we do this? Player. Yeah, we should select unit group. So let's go for pick each unit in your group. Let's try that. Okay, and then we'll do units in region. A unit group, units in region. Uh, any units in this region. So we have a variable here. Oh, a value. So let's start with the Protoss. Northern Defense Fall Protosses. So we're selecting all of that. Owned by any player, but we could be sure just for player 0 because it's neutral. So count any amount. Okay, so we've selected them. And then we do action. Player wait, unit change owner. They will do pick unit. Oh, so we can actually just use this here. Pick unit to player 1 and change color. Okay, we can do that, or we can do actually something like this. Let's go unit change owner. Change owner, and then we select the group from here. Unit group, unit from unit group, or region. Oh, basically we can't use a region because it's attached. We have to attach the unit there. So unit group, we'll go unit group. Unit from unit group. Oh no, not unit from unit group. Basically, yeah, it's a specific unit, so we can't actually use this. Or can we? Okay, so we can't. So basically the change owner is just 1. So we'll just copy this and then use the same thing for the Zerg. So let's pick any for the Zergs, defense Zergs, and then just give those to player 2. Player 2 is our Zerg. Let's check, confirm. Maps, let's go to maps and player properties. And we see here, I've set the Tiamat Zerg here as computer controlled. And so that's basically what you do. And then let's check our initialization first. This is the debug director. It runs map initialization, and then we run init setup, right? So this is init setup. Then it setups the alliances. So let's check 1 and 2 to chat an enemy, game environment, the player settings like what upgrades you can do and stuff, and sound. Okay. Once I'm done releasing this, you can use this anytime you want. All of the the triggers that I made here for AI and stuff. There's a lot of good stuff here. And there's also one thing. Let's add this. Okay. Let's add this. I made a test here. Was here. Also, we can lock camera input, but let's see if we can move our camera. But first, I want to show you this thing. It's basically a transmission, but it shows itself below, and you can just set up the portrait here. So I'm gonna use maybe a zealot portrait. Oh, where is it? Zealot. Wait, here. Let's go portrait. Static. Let's do static. Portraits. All right. So we have, let's look for a zealot portrait. Go to Z. Right, this one. Yeah, it looks cool. We have a Zeratul Amon. Let's use this. This looks cool. Remastered. All right, we have messages here. So you can place your message. How many messages? And speaker name. So let's just change the speaker name to Zealot. Message. So let's say it says the Zerg let's say the Zerg is infested, or the Zerg increase in number. You simply cannot hold. You're stretched too thinly. Like butter. Okay. The Zerg increase in number and surround our position. This is a duration, probably that's 8 seconds. There is a tool out there that automatically gives you how many seconds a certain text can be read normally. The Zerg increase in number, and surrounder position. You cannot hold. You must pull back lest be surrounded. Lest be caught in the flood. Let's just put this as a placement text. Let's go for 8. All right, 8 should be a minimum, I think. So how many seconds? There. Default sound, show sound. Let's see what this sounds like. You can choose the sound. Nope. It's just a ping. It's just a ping. That's crazy.
Your SCV will start harvesting.
Yeah, I think this is nice, but we need a transmission.
Transmission received. You are receiving a transmission.
We are receiving a transmission.
Last transmissions were chaotic, crazed.
Incoming transmission.
Incoming transmission.
Yeah, we can just use that.
Incoming transmission!
Just use the pop-up. So when it opens, show sound pop-up. Sound duration, that's it. Message pop. Should use the same thing. What?
신호 수신 중.
What?
Incoming
You just use that. So when the message pops, it pop. Then when it ends, we can still use it. So let's just copy this. Or we can have like another way, like a swoof. Swish sound. Energy.
Not enough energy.
Let's go UI. Look for UI stuff. UI. Yeah. That sounds good. gonna yeah, I think it's fair. Yeah. Yep. I like that. All right. Okay. Let's do a test again. It should work. But this is basically how it works. Okay, so now the init setup is working, right? Everything is working. Now we press 9. Why can't I move my camera? I think I locked the camera from the init setup. So let's check that. When we run the init setup, Northern Pass, show mouse cursor, lock camera input. So we have to unlock this. Unlock. See, this is the benefit of creating stuff like this. Now let's try to enable cinematic view. Maybe cinematic. No. There is a better way here. Okay, let's just try this. UI elements with some from the effects. They're changing visibility. Setting up the UI. Okay, let's just try this. On over 0 seconds. Immediate. Let's go immediate. What's this? Wait. Oh. Okay, wait. Then once that is off, here, we turn it off here. Let's just see how it works. The cinematic transmission of ours. Let's see if it looks better. Oh, I forgot. Let's uh let's have these units attack each other. Just have here an issue order. Just issue order, action, change ownership, and issue order. Uh, pick unit. Let's use the pick unit. Pick unit. Attack move. Huh? What? Move. Is there move? Move. The attack. Why is there no attack? Uh, here. That. Clear that. Huh? No, so it's not an ability. It's not an ability command. Uh, order targeting point. Yeah. Ability command is attack. Yes, attack. So there are different types of orders, and point should be. We have a value here. Here. Northern Japan's attack here. So this is the Protoss, right? Replace existing orders. So this is the Protoss, right? Protoss, yes. And then we can do another one here, but we'll do, I copy pasted it and then just attack another point, the Zerg attack here point. Basically it's here. I just added points here. So the Zerg would attack here, the Protoss would attack there. All right. So let's do that. Let's test it out. Okay. Press 9. I don't know why I have this Spear of Adun. Maybe because of this. So let's change this cinematic mode. Let's don't use the campaign. I don't know what's going on there. But I don't know if I want to use that anymore. Because of that. It must be a bug. Let's do it again. These are just placeholders, by the way. Yes. Okay, so a few problems there. The Zerg should move further up, or we could add more units. Here for the Protoss. So maybe we should add more. Should still cover it, but we're gonna make it bigger. And that should cover everyone. All right. So 2 more units should help, right? You think? You think? One thing is I didn't like the cinematics. So let's disable it. Let's see. I actually don't like the transmission. Kinda blocks the view, but you know, still with that. Later, we can use another way to transmit. I think this one looks better. I think they should attack further down. So let's do that. Let's change the point here. Move it up here so they keep going. Maybe just remove this dragon, this salad. So let's start with, let's change the text here. I want to change it. Five. I think that's, just a text, automatic text reader. I'm gonna look for it. Maybe I'll post it up. A link of it. Most of my tools are like buried somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that. The way they huddle this area. It looks funny. Just move it here maybe. Let's hide the doodads. See. Uh, hmm. Or maybe just lower the weight so we don't see them like totally destroyed. Like 16 maybe, and then . just return the player to maybe who's the enemy of player 1? Player 5? Okay. If we reduce the seconds, we're still gonna see them walk along because of our units. Because it is our units, right? So if we give it to player 2 instead, 5. Let's give it to player 5. Since they're enemies. What is player 5? Unit. Let's go with player 5. Wendell Brood. Oh, okay. So player 1. Let's look into this. I'm looking for someone I can throw those units onto their enemies. Okay, so we need another player that's like a dummy player for cutscenes. So let's go this player properties, which is nature, but we're gonna add another one here. Let's do another one. This is computer. Control computer. Let's same start location there. None. Oh my god, I'm glad they have this option now to have none as a decal. Oh my god. Okay. So this guy will have the same color of orange as the player. Or we could give it yellow just for, the same as the original one. So let's make one and what player was that? Player 7. All right. Let's change this the same. Galen Legion. Player 7. Okay, so let's make player 1 and player 7. What? Player 1 and player 7 allies. Okay. So they're allies. And then it's enemy. Player 3 and player 7 as enemy. Player 4 and player 7 as enemy. Basically, all AI treats our dummy player group as enemy. Player 5. All right. So each other. So I don't have to make one for player 7. So now, instead of giving this to player 1, I can give this to player 7. So I don't have control over them. And then they would still attack, right? And then just create a visibility. We do have a visibility here. So once we remove that revealer, it should like close, darken it back. I don't want to see, my goal is I don't want to see those ultralisks moving so cutishly over the terrain. The ultralisk looks like a dog, right? Puppy. Huh? I still see it. It should darken back. Why is it not darkening back? Fog? No. Not fog. Hidden. Unexplored. Right? Yep. So we'll put it back into like darkness. Let's see. So like we can go back actually to maybe, let's see if we can go back to 20 seconds. So AI is really good. You can actually now like helps you like organize your thoughts. And me, like I have too many ideas, too many templates, too many what ifs. Oh, it's not going back to unexplored. It's not. Should be masked. Unlock. Let's try mask. What? Unexplored should be black, right? What the? You did? So we have it here. What in the world? I think you should remove that one zealot. Oh, should do unexplored area, and I don't know what's going on. And we're going to give are we gonna issue order of this mutalisks here. Look at this. Mutas owned by player 0, and then we'll issue order, and we'll just change the color. Pick unit, to red, or purple, and then order them, all of them, to attack this point here. Mutas move here. Okay, so this is just a muta cinematic effect. Now we wait for this happens after this. After this. So we do that transmission, then we wait for 2 seconds, and then send them in. Send them in, and wait for another 2 seconds, and then play a sound. Play a sound. Muta. Is that it? Is that the new Mutalist sound? Display it uh, 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 let's make a point first. Let's place a point here. Right. Let's copy this so we don't lose our stuff. Okay. put that here. And let's do this. All right. What we're gonna do is play this sound. Scream. We'll just see if this works correctly. And then wait another 1 second. And then play Scourge sounds. Right? Then wait another. And just play this. So what we're gonna do is swap this, so it's gonna meow, and then Mythilus, yeah, pow, pow. So they're gonna answer. Then let's deduct this with 4, so let's go for 16. So we still have the same time frame before we fade out, right? Let's try that if it works. Oh, my arm is hurting. And I have this injury in my right arm. I don't know what's going on with my life. I just can't work like for a prolonged period. Is that good? I think we need more. Bro, why are you not turning this into black? Oh my god. I think we need more air units here, just for effect. A little bit disorganized like this. Yeah. Um, okay, wait. Uh, why? Why is this not working? Let me do it here. It doesn't have to be like that. It should just go back to black, right? I don't know what's going on. I swear, man. I swear. It works. Look at this. I swear. See? Change visibility. You have to wait. Unexplored and hidden. Yeah, let's do this. What the fuck, bro? Alright. So it should be the playable map area. This is it. The northern defense wall. Let's spread them out a little bit more. Still like bunching up. And then you can create cameras like this. I basically just put them up. Like it zooms out. But I can actually move this. View selected camera. We can move it from here. Set camera to current view, and then let's view this. You can move up here. We'll test that, how that works. I want the camera to keep moving while the action is going on. If I don't want to do the camera shaking thing, it looks weird. Oh yeah, that works. So basically you have to do a wait. Then change the visibility. God damn. We move up there and then we go back here. See, let's do this. Go for C here. Oh, okay. And do a C. Okay, and then move the camera B over 5 seconds. And then go to C for like a longer duration. Let's go for 12. It's going to be slow, but it should work. Like at least we have movement in the camera. It doesn't look too stale, you know. It really helps to have like a moving camera. I think that's too slow though. No, that's not how it should. Over 5 seconds, but you have to wait. So I have to wait. Over 5 seconds there to be. And then after here, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I can just start over. So I have 5 seconds here. So as soon as this is over, so as soon as this camera is transitioning within 5 seconds, we have 5 seconds here. So we then shift to that. So I think that should work. It's gonna move slowly. I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't think we have to linger too much on this battle. Like we can like just. That's too slow, right? That's too slow. Okay. So what we're gonna do is prolong this for a little bit. Do it 10 seconds. And then move it about here, like let's put it back to where, to where it should be, like this. You don't want to put it there. It should be where it is, right here. No. So what we want to pan from here, right? You move up. Maybe we should just do one pan up to that point there. It's a long pan. So let's go there, select the camera, and just bring it back where it should be, about here. Set camera to current view. So now we have that. Let's see this. So we can actually just remove this now. Yep. Let me see this. Some of these cameras. This is for cinematic, I guess. We can remove some of this. Don't really care about that. So we can view this camera here. Yeah. View selected camera. There was a way to preview this before without this camera. I just forgot. Just move it back here further and set the camera there. So now you'll just move this camera over slowly for about 20 seconds, right? What's that? But we don't have to linger on this scene for that long. I guess I should just do like a 12-second. 12 is too high, I think. Maybe 11. 11 seconds. 1 second less is enough. 12 seconds is too long for an in-game cutscene, I guess, just to show that the battle is going on. It's too slow. We just have to remove this, right? I guess you don't have to show that everyone's dying. Like that part is too much. So we'll pan 12 and then we'll just disable this for now. Maybe just do a for ire scream, so just one message. For ire, and have it like 5. It's going to be just an annoying 5-second show there. It pans over, then we'll cut in like it should be short. So 8. So we have 5 seconds here, and then after 8 seconds, does it have to be 8 even? Doesn't have to be 8. Just go 5. So it's 2, 5, 2, 5, 8, 11. That's the seconds that I like to use. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, it's too slow. That guy needs to go. This guy needs to go. Okay, let's just have 7 units here. 7. Then I think the camera speed is okay. It's just that the position of the camera. So let's set the camera here. This is the first camera, like it moves over for like, what was that? 12 seconds. So there are 3 spots that I'm gonna do sections of this. 3 spots. What was that? What was that? Why am I still seeing that? What was that? Why did it like just flash and then just die out? Yeah, it just flashes and dies out. There's one message and a text duration of 5. What? What happened?